Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I'd do a video basically listing 10 things I've learned, or just 10 pieces of advice I wish I could give myself a year and 8 months ago to do a trading Forex. So yeah, I'm recording my laptop right now, but I just thought this is more so just documenting my journey and just looking back on my trading journey. So yes. So yeah, 10 things. So number one, I would say that trading is one of the most loneliest things that I've done, in the sense that you're learning all this information, but it's so just you and your laptop. Like, I'm constantly just on my laptop learning things, trying to learn new information, trying to learn the strategy, that like I didn't really tell anyone else in my family or people that I knew about it, because it's such a hard thing to tell someone I'm doing Forex trading, because it has such a negative connotation where people just assume it's a scam. And then I just found myself, like, the one or two people I did tell, trying to justify it, say that like it's not a scam. It's very much like you have to like learn a strategy, learn all this stuff, learn so much about yourself to be able to like stick to a strategy and really focus on like your emotional intelligence. So I just find it very lonely, because it's like not wanting to tell anyone because you're scared of the judgment. And it's even more harder to tell someone that you're doing trading as well, because they're going to be like, okay, you're doing trading, so how much money have you made? But it's the opposite. When you started, you're not really going to be making money. If anything, you're going to be losing money. So I didn't want to tell anyone, because it's like, hey, I've lost all this money. I don't really feel like I'm making any progress. So if I tell someone I'm doing trading, they already have a negative connotation about trading. I then tell them that I've lost money, I'm not making any progress. They don't understand the concept of it, like to do with like risk to reward, or like what's it called, odds. Like, I don't know, they're already going to think it's like a bad idea. So that's why I would say it's a very lonely thing to do. But yes, moving on to number two, is that it's very addictive. I feel like not a lot of people talk about, especially on YouTube, that I've seen, how Forex trading can be really addicting, especially in the sense that like growing up, you see that the one way making money is working a 9 to 5, doing a job. But then when you discover something that you can click a button and then you can watch it go up £100, £200, £300, that is an addictive feeling. Like, it's like serotonin to the brain. It makes you feel really good. So at the start, it's a very addicting to do. It makes you feel good when you see like fast money coming. And then when you lose the money, it's addicting to want to make that money back, which is revenge trading. Yeah. And yeah, it's just a very addicting thing, especially looking at the charts. Like I've stared at the charts so long, but at the same time, I think it was a good thing, because I've like learned a lot from staring at the charts and seeing the patterns. But at the same time, it's very negative, because it does affect my mental health when you're staring at the chart constantly, just forgetting to eat, drink, you're just staring solely at the chart. That it can just be very, yeah, I'm just saying it's addicting. So that's number two. Number three, I would say, is the toll on my mental health. So at the beginning of trading, I knew it was going to be hard, but not to the point where I'd be just like feeling really bad about yourself. I think for somebody like me who already had a low self-esteem, coming into trading thinking you can make it work and then constantly taking losses, doubting yourself, feeling that your trading plan isn't working, seeing your money go down, then people asking you like, how's the trading going? And you're still losing money and you feel like you're getting nowhere, and it's been over a year. That takes a goddamn toll on the mental health. And even like, just in the sense that like you've lost all this money, but then you don't want to give up, because you know if you give up, then you've lost all that money and you've made no, like, what was the point in doing it? So it's just wanting to keep going, and just a constant battle within your head of like feeling like you've wasted so much time. So I just guess the mental health aspect is number three. Number four, I would say something not negative, but like hard about trading, is social media, because trading's already hard enough as it is, but it's then even harder when you realize you have to then navigate social media, seeing all these people talk. I remember someone saying that you wake up and someone says they've made 10% whilst making that scrambled egg in the morning, which just isn't true, and it's not sustainable. That when you see these people making like 50% in one trade, it's like, yeah, they've made 50%, but then fast forward a year, have they still got that 50% or have they lost their entire account? And it's so easy as well. Like, even I catch myself sometimes. Like, if you do a really good trade, you want to post on social media, but then if you have a bad trade, you don't want to post about it. So it's just like, as Instagram is everyone's highlight reel of their life, but trading is basically the same thing. Everyone's posting the highlight reel of their trading journey, but no one shows, or very few people show, the negative like side of trading. That like you could take 3 losses in a row, but then win 2. But yeah, it's just hard seeing everyone. Especially now, I just feel like everyone makes trading seem like they win every single trade, which is so flawed. It's like, if everyone won every single trade and had a 100% win rate, everyone would be a multi-millionaire. Why would people be working a 9 to 5 when it would be so easy to look on YouTube, Google 100% win rate, and then win every single trade and scale a £10 account up to like $1 billion? No one does that because it's not true. You're gonna lose because it's like, nobody knows what the market's going to do 100% of the time. It's so random. So that would be number 4. I can't remember what I just said. Number 5, I would say, number 5, just the telling people, the embarrassment, I guess, would be like when you tell people you do Forex trading, it's just embarrassing because, I don't know, even I had a negative connotation to Forex trading, because when you hear Forex, I just think of like an obnoxious guy owning a Lamborghini telling you that you're shit because you work a 9 to 5, but hey, look at me, I'm doing Forex, I have a Lamborghini, you are beneath me. But it's like, the people who do that are the people that sell courses, and that's how they make their money. They don't actually trade to make their money. They're like selling you a false reality, and then they profit on your false sense of hope that you're going to learn a lot of information from their course when you're not going to learn anything, because they don't know anything. Like, loads of these courses are just people trying to sell you a false dream, and that's how they make their money. But they won't tell you that bit. They'll like show you the Lambo and say, I made this like cooking eggs in the morning because I'm like a bajillion triple digit trader. When in reality, the people that are really good at trading are the ones that don't sell courses. They're the ones who just keep themselves to themselves. Because why would you want to sell a course? Because you make your money anyway trading. You don't need to sell a course to make money because you make your money from trading. Yeah, so I would just say like the embarrassment of saying you're a trader. Number 6 is, oh god, number 6. What else is like hard about trading? I would say number 6 is, oh god, this one's hard. Is like accepting losses. And yeah, just accepting losses. Like, I knew at the beginning of trading that accepting losses was a big part of it, and I knew that you can't win every single trade, because I knew that if you won every single trade, everyone would be a multi-millionaire. But I mean that, like, it's really hard to catch yourself in the moment when you lose loads of trades, and then you're revenge trading and just like not wanting to accept the loss. You're like, oh my god, like I keep losing, I wanna, because then you feel like if you've taken loads of losses and then you just stop trading, you're like, okay, I'm gonna wait. Then you like, but I've just lost. Like, I'm not, like, anywhere else in life, like working out. If you just stop working out and you're like, oh no, I need to take a step back, you're not gonna then progress because you're stopping running and you're not gonna lose any more weight. Whereas trading, I feel like the more you just like, I need to do this, I need to trade, the more damage it does to you, because you're trying to like overlearn things, fuel your brain with more information, overcomplicate it because you're so desperate to like make trading work. When in reality, which is the opposite of loads of things in life, if you take a step back and actually focus on one strategy, one or 2 trades a day, or whatever your strategy is, that's more beneficial because it allows you to like take a step out of yourself when you're trading and just not get wrapped up in it. Because yeah, that's something I'd say, is that a lot of the times I found a strategy or like something that kind of worked, but then the minute I took 2 or 3 losses in a row, or just 2 losses, that's when I throw it out the window, because I'm just like not learning to accept the loss. But yeah, that would be number 6. So number 7 is number 7 is I'll say prop firms, actually. I feel like prop firms are kind of a negative thing if you're starting to learn Forex, because like if you do really well for like a week, you're being successful at trading or you're in a good streak, you want to then take a prop firm because you're like, okay, I can trade. But then the thing is, you could then take an account, pay like £132 for like the 10k account, then fail it. But then in the back of your head, you're like, but I did really well a week ago. Why am I now doing bad? Let me just buy another one because that must have been. And then you lose again. Then you're like, okay, I lost. Let me buy another one because I just lost. But like a week ago, I was doing really well. And then you kind of get used to losing, which is something I did. You get used to just losing and just like, yeah, just losing over and over again. And I think prop firms, they kind of just like entice you in thinking that like it's the golden ticket to financial freedom when you actually need to like, yeah. I would say prop firms are kind of difficult. Number 8, I would say delusions. Maybe that's just me. I would say delusions for me was something that held me back. I think when I had like a lot of money and then I would have some good trades, but then I was slowly, my account was just going, I lost all this money, it just went down really quickly. But because I was taking so many trades and it was like a little amount each time, it slowly depleted. But like in the moment when you're trading, you don't realise that like what you're doing is so wrong. You don't realise it because you're just so wrapped up in the moment of trading that you don't understand that like you really need to take a step back and be like, I need to completely reevaluate how I'm trading because it's just completely not going the way I wanted, which is something I did towards the end of last year. Was like I kept knowing this voice in me was like, you need to stop placing like 30 trades a day. You're just completely not sticking to it. You're completely just emotional because you so badly want this to work. So I took a step back and was like, I kind of looked back at the accounts I did try to pass, and the ones that I did sort of well was the ones that I placed in one trade a day and stuck to my plan, which is something I do now. So it's just like not being delusional and convincing you're something when you're not, because I feel like that's hard, something to do. Number 9 would be, oh God, what would number 9 be? Don't listen, I guess I said it already, but don't listen to people on social media. You could post a screenshot of a trade and someone would tell you why you lost. Like I remember I was in the Discord and someone was like, oh, you shouldn't have taken that trade because this, and this. But it's like, why are they saying that? Because they don't understand my strategy. You can make money any way in Forex. I feel like you can make money turning off the chart in Forex, but just doing money risk management, seeing when the price goes up and down and when you're minus and when you're positive. If you manage to like manage your emotions, you can make money that way. So I just think it's completely up to interpretation how you make money. So just when people put their own opinions onto like why you took a loss, and that is because of this reason, they're saying that from the point of view from their trading strategy, not from your trading strategy. So I guess just people's negative opinion on social media. And lastly, number 10 I've learned from trading is that the more simple you keep it, the better. Trading is not complicated whatsoever. Trading is incredibly simple when you learn the skill set or learn your particular strategy. I think us as humans, or just me in general, that like when you're doing really bad, the more you complicate it, the more you convince yourself that you're making better improvements to your strategy. Like, oh yeah, this is the reason why I lost, this is why I did this is why I did this. But it's like, no, you're just not accepting that you lost and just not moving on to the next one. You're just completely wrapped up in your own emotions, and that price literally goes up and down. You need to find a sort of edge where you win 60 to 65% of the time, then you lose, and then try and win more than you lose. And that's literally how trading works. But yeah, that's everything I've kind of learned through trading for the last year and 7 months. But yeah, trading is hard. Yeah, bye.